Okay, so today let's do a recap from yesterday. So yesterday, what was the 4 components that we decided to do?
Listening,
Okay, reading.
motivation,
No, the 4 components.
listening,
Listening,
reading,
writing.
speaking, writing.
Writing and speaking. Okay, so which one comes first?
Listening.
Listening.
Speaking.
Listening. Okay, which one comes second?
Speaking.
Reading.
Speaking.
Reading.
No, speaking.
Reading.
Speaking.
Speaking.
Third, reading. Writing fourth.
Okay. So reading and listening are actually inputs. Writing and speaking are outputs. When you listen, you're intaking information. When you're reading, you're taking the information into your mind, right? When you're writing, you're expressing through written text. When you're speaking, you're expressing it through oral. Okay? So this is output and this is input. Okay, so this is a recap from yesterday that we learned. The 4 main components of communication in English. Okay? So today we're going to find out the importance of listening. When you listen, there are different factors that influence your listening. First thing is, you need to understand the accents. Yesterday we discussed that we need to listen to BBC UK, predominantly UK accent, which is otherwise also known as the neutral accent. Okay. So accents differ depending on location, depending on geography. When I say geography, in UK there are nearly about 4 to 10, I think, 4 to 10 accents. The Scottish English will not be understood at all. The Irish have a different accent. The English have a different accent, right? And the Welsh also have a different accent. So accents differ. So that's why you need to worry about your accent. What are you listening to? That influences a lot, okay? And next, after you listen to the accents, you will pronounce the words. It is otherwise called as pronunciation, not pronunciation, it's pronunciation. The U would be silent, okay? It's pronunciation when you say it, or you pronounce your words, okay? Pronunciation is very, very important. In India, pronunciation is a big problem. So some people would say this as Raz. If you take a Telugu person, if you speak to a Telugu person, they'll most probably say this is Raz. And then this is not equal to listen. This is equal to listen. Okay. This is not lesson. This is not lesson. It is lesson. This is how you pronounce the words. Okay, these are some of the main mistakes that we do. And then the next is, it is not person. It is person. Or you can even put double S. It's person. And then this is food. You can say it like this. Food. It is not food. Okay. Then this is foot. It is not foot. Okay, so these are some of the common pronunciation mistakes that we make in everyday life. Okay, which is actually wrong. Okay, so pronunciation is very, very important. What you listen to would impact your pronunciation, because how you listen, how it goes into your mind is how it will come out through your mouth. The thought process depends on the listening. And then next, whenever you listen, depending on whatever you listen, your pace would vary. Pace would basically mean the gap between one word to another word. Okay, shall I rub this out?
No.
Space would basically mean the space between each word. That is pace. Okay. So when you speak, if you speak too slow, you will actually be irritating the person. It's actually not good. Okay. If you speak too slow, it will be like you're mocking someone. Say for example, someone has a speech impediment. Someone has a speech problem or a hearing impediment. So they will take long to have the process of their mind into words. It's going to take long. So if you speak slowly, you'll actually be making fun of the other person, which is not good. If you're speaking too fast, then that is also an issue. Okay. So you need to make sure that your pace is correct. Okay. And then your rate of speech. When we talk about rate of speech, it depends on how fast you say the words in a minute. Okay, rate of speech is words per minute. Okay, pace is the space between each word in a sentence. The rate of speech would mean the words per minute that you speak. When you speak, after you listen, when the outcome is speaking, you need to speak clearly and you need to speak with correct pronunciation. And you need to express your thought process into words effectively. When I say effectively, you need to stress on every word correctly. Sorry. You need to stress the words correctly. Okay, that is important. So when I say stressing on the word correctly, okay, we're talking about I want a glass of water, or I want a drink of water. Okay? If you stress on I, that means you need the water, not someone else. If you stress on want, that means it is something that you just want for the moment, that's not a necessity. Okay? When you say I need, that means it is more important. When you say want, it's a luxury. Okay? You can even be, I want some water. If I say I want some water, that means I can keep up to my thirst for at least for the next 10 minutes. If I say I need water, that means I am choking and I need to quench my thirst. Okay? So when you say a glass of water, you do not mean 2-3 glasses of water. You cannot drink 2-3 glasses of water in a minute. You might get choked, you might die. Okay? And then you say a glass of water. So it depends on which word you are stressing, that conveys the correct message. If you stress on this, you are misconveying the whole message. If you stress on this, you are misconveying this whole message. I want a glass of water, which means I want a glass of anything. You can even replace it with juice. So it depends on what you stress. It depends on how clearly you speak, how effectively you stress on each word. That is important. Okay? And we'll just wrap it up with a small formula that I think is important. So, letters, that is A to Z. Letters combined make words. Words combined make sentences. Sentences combined make a conversation or a speech. So yesterday when we discussed, we understood that speech is one person to two or more people. Conversation is between two people. So you need to understand this formula. This is first, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. You cannot interchange this. This is the order. Without knowing your ABCDs correctly, you cannot make words. Without words, you cannot make sentences. And without sentences, you cannot make your conversation or your speech. Please make sure this is right. Okay? So, yeah, any questions so far on anything at all? Any pronunciation, any words that you think you have doubts on? V is not equal to W. It is not water. It is water. It's a qua sound.